Okay, now that you're an expert at forming the cross, step 1, I'm going to teach you step 2, which is how to get the corner pieces in the right place and facing their right direction. So once you've mastered this step, you'll know how to make a cube so that it looks like this, where you have the entire top layer solved. Okay? Alright, so once again, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to find a corner piece that is in ready position. And for first layer corner pieces, that means that it's in the bottom layer and it's facing out. So for example, this one's ready, this one's not ready because it's stuck in the top. This one's not ready, and oh, this one's ready. So we have two that are ready. So all you have to do is just pick one. I'm going to use this white, orange, and blue one. Alright, so this corner piece is like a child, and it's a lost child and it needs to go home. So the first thing you need to do is you need to find, where is this child's home? Where does it belong? If this cube were solved, where would this piece be? Okay, so we have white, blue, and orange, so that means it would end up here, between the white, blue, and orange centerpieces. Okay, so now that you've identified this piece and where it lives, you're going to rotate the bottom layer until it is underneath its home. See? Here's the child, and here's where it lives. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna have the child's parents come and pick the kid up. And what I mean by parents is, so sitting right here, the child has two center pieces that are adjacent to it. So either one of which you could move it and it would cause the child to move around. But only one of them is going to put the child in the correct orientation. So I'll show you really quickly what it's going to look like when I do this steps. So you're going to have this child here. The parents are going to come pick it up. So the first thing the child does is the child runs away because the parents are really bad drivers. If the child stays there, the parents would run them over. See, now the kid is face down over here. He's very sad. So before the parents drive down to the curb, the kid runs forward. So you see this white face? That's the kid's face. So the kid runs forward. The parents come down to the curb. The kid gets into the car with them, and they all go home. Alright? So the reason there's parents and evil step-parents is if you did that same thing with the other side, with the orange side, then the kid would be, well, the kid would be in the right place, but he'd be facing the wrong direction, and we don't want that. And it's very easy to get confused, which is why they're evil. So the way to correctly identify which layer, whether it's this layer or this layer, that are the real parents, you put your finger on the child's face, just like you did with the squirrels, and you trace up and all the way around. And then I say, okay, so I'm tracing around this blue layer, so those must be the real parents. Okay? You can also think of it as it's the side where the colors match here. So you have the blue center, and you have the blue side of this child. So these are the real parents, these are the evil step-parents. And just make sure when the kid runs away that the kid runs forward in the direction that the white is facing. Not backwards. This is backwards. This is forwards. Okay? Alright, so to review, you have put the child underneath its home. It's waiting at the curb for the parents to pick him up. And he runs away from his parents so that they don't run him over in their car. The parents drive down to the curb, like this. And the kid gets into the car with him, and then they all go home together, and now the kid's in the right place. Alright, then you're going to do the same thing with the other ones. Alright, so first we look on the bottom layer for another piece that's in a ready position. Okay, this one's in the bottom, but it's face down, so it's not ready. Okay, this one's ready. See, this one has white on it, and it's in the bottom layer, and it's facing out. If you were to put the cube on the ground, you'd still be able to see the white face. Alright, so we found this child that we want to take home. we need to find where does this child belong? Where is its home? Okay, its home is right over here. So you rotate the bottom until the child walks along the street until it's underneath its home. He's waiting for his parents. He sees his parents coming, so he runs away from his parents. The parents come down. The kid gets in the car with them. And remember, before you start moving anything, actually think, okay, what color are the parents? In this case, I'm going to undo what I just did. In this case, the parents wore red, not blue. Those are his evil step-parents. The red are his real parents, and you know that because if he shares line of sight with them. Okay? So, runs away from his parents. Parents drive down to the curb in their car. He gets in the car with them, and they all go home. Alright, now what do I do? Oh no, I don't have any ready position kids. Alright, so now I can teach you what to do if you have a child like this one that is face down in the bottom layer. Okay? So the first thing you do is you rotate the bottom until this sad face down child is underneath an empty corner, by which I mean a corner that you haven't solved yet. So this corner is full, we've already solved it. This corner is full. This one, it has a corner in it, but it's not facing the right direction, so for our purposes, it's not solved yet, and this one's not solved yet. Okay. Alright, so the kid is already underneath an unsolved corner, so that's fine. Then, once you have the kid there, you choose either one of these centers. It doesn't matter which one in this case. And this time it doesn't matter. And you just turn one of those sides down like this. Turn the bottom layer twice, so 1, 2, and then put that face back up where it was before. And now the kid is in a ready position. And now you do the same thing that you normally do when you have a corner that's in a ready position. You take the child, you figure out where does it live. Okay, the child lives up there. So you turn the bottom until the child is right underneath its home. You identify which ones are the parents, which ones are the evil step-parents. So, okay, this face here are the real parents. This one, the orange. The kid runs away from his parents. The parents drive down to the curb. Kid gets in the car with them, and they all go home together. Alright? There you go. Oh, and now we have this situation here, where we have this corner stuck in facing the wrong direction. Alright, so what you do in this case, so there are two sides that are next to this corner, so the red side and the green side are both next to this corner. You identify which one shares the white face. So this corner that we want to fix, it has a white, a green, and a red face. The white face is on the same side as the red center, so we're going to be rotating the red center. So what you do is you rotate whichever side shares the white. You're going to rotate that side down, spin this bottom layer twice, and bring that side back up. And now it's not solved, but it's in a ready position. And then you just do the same thing you've been doing all along. Take the child, find where is its home. Its home is right here. This child belongs up here. Identify which ones are the parents, which ones are the evil step-parents. Okay, put your finger on the white. The green face are the parents. Kid runs away from the parents. The parents come down. Kid gets in the car with them. And then they all go home together. And there you have it. Now you've solved the entire first layer. You've mastered the first 2 steps of the Rubiety method. Congratulations! Alright, so now, as always, take a break, practice the entire thing from start to finish at least 3 times, or until you're completely comfortable with it, and then come back for step 3.